did it. We actually did it.
No, does that mean we gotta go treasure hunting for each other's hearts too?
Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting playthrough of AI-Tavern. Our dear Flint Fiddlesticks has fallen deeply in love with his Nona, and we're not quite sure if she loves him back. One thing they both have in common, though, is they're desperately seeking to find some treasure.
Maybe Nona is our treasure.
Maybe she is our treasure, or maybe she'll take it all. Maybe Flint will take it all. We don't know. We're excited for this episode.
So I think first we need to figure out what is our actual goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've held Nona's hand.
Mm-hmm.
What if our goal was for her to join our pirate crew?
Join our pirate crew.
There has to be
love it.
A certain level of trust.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But like all people who fall in love, what's the first thing you want to do when you fall in love?
I don't know.
You want to profess your love
Okay.
to the person you fall in love with. So
Okay.
we're in a predicament here.
Yeah.
We want her to be a part of the pirate crew.
Yeah.
She could be a very, very valuable member of our crew.
Absolutely.
But do we profess our love and mess everything up with her?
That's the conundrum, Johnny.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what to do. Or do we just have her part of the crew? Maybe their love will develop?
Well, if you ask her to join the crew first and then profess your love, you could screw everything up.
Yeah.
But if you profess your love first,
Right.
then joining the crew is just given.
Yeah, but then she gets maybe she's just joined by default because they're in love. Did she really earn her spot amongst the pirates? That's the important part.
Maybe she needs to have like a trial of like we can judge her on certain pirate skills.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should get her into the pirate crew, and then hopefully it's love. We can't predict it. The AI can't predict it. That's what love is.
It's a two-sided story.
That's
and
right.
We're only telling one side of the story.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's perfect. Let's see if we can get her part of the pirate crew. We get her put her through some trials. We're gonna have to figure out what these trials are. And then, again, maybe we can...
And if she succeeds, we tell her that we love her?
Yeah, maybe she
does. Because
we
won't love her unless she succeeds in these trials.
That's right, because pirate life forever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, jumping back in where we left off, we had ran into Xanther, who tried to steal the love of our life with his snobby arrogance, and we just basically, in summary, said, smell you later, and moved on. Left him in the dust.
We did say that.
Because he was trying to come with us, and we're like, no way, smell you later, we left him. We're with Nona. We're traveling, I believe, north. Jumping back into it, we're in the Cinnamon Glade. Is that where we landed?
Ooh, smells toasty.
Amazing.
I wonder if we should, like, when she says that she loves us, to return back to Xander.
Yes.
Just to rub it in his face.
Yes, we will come back. Because, like the AI characters, Xanther will remember us.
He will remember you.
That's right. So this is the perfect cherry on top. Okay, so we're with Nona. We're traveling. I think we should continue going north. I see some sand ahead of us, and still the ultimate goal is we are still looking for some valuable loot. At the end of the day, girlfriend, no girlfriend, love, we're pirates. So we've got to find some loot for sure. Okay, so we're going north, and we have run into yet another character, which hopefully this person is not as handsome as Xanther and is going to try again to steal the love of our life. Maybe it could be another pirate crew member. Maybe we make these two fight it out for our member on. I mean, we know who's going to win, but maybe not. We're going to have to see.
That's a great idea. They're going to fight against each other. Or not fight, but like compete.
Whoa! Oh my gosh. Uh-oh.
Eirik Venomlash. Eirik Venomlash is a 34-year-old dark elf master manipulator who can be described as charming.
Okay. Charms your pants off. Okay, this is perfect.
So let's introduce ourselves.
Say hi, and then this will be the perfect launching point to say we're recruiting new members for our pirate crew.
Hi there, I'm Flint. What is your name, sir?
Okay.
I'm putting on like the formality.
Yeah.
And if he's a jerk, we can just jab him right back. We're giving him like a false sense of security at this point.
Okay. I mean, this is pirate life, so this is what's gonna happen. They gotta be ready, and if they're gonna be part of our crew and they think they're gonna be Nona, they better be on their game. Ooh, at your service. I already like this guy.
Pyric Venomlash, at your service, Flint. What brings you to this chaos-infested festival?
Oh, Nona's piping up here. She says, "Hey there, Eric. I'm Nona, Twilight Spark, the jester on this treasure hunt. I wave my arms excitedly and bounce in place." Whoa. Hold on. What is she getting all excited for? Oh man, they're gonna start talking here. "We're about to stir up some fun while looking for hidden treasures. Care to join us? Add a bit of your own drama? It could be epic." Oh man.
Okay. We need to see if he even wants to be a pirate.
Yeah, first off. And then we gotta settle the field and let them know, hey, we gotta at least establish some first set of pirate trials to see who's gonna make it.
Eric, you wouldn't happen to be interested in treasure, would you? That is our quest.
Like it.
Treasure, huh? Sounds tempting, but I'm more interested in the chaos that might come with it. I say with a sly grin. Why not let me tag along and stir things up while you hunt for shiny distractions? So he is all about chaos. That is his MO.
Yeah, but he's kind of a good pirate member.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Pirates are chaotic.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's what we need.
So let's. What does Nona say?
She says, "Chaos, huh? Sounds like my kind of party." Nona beams at Eric with her sparkly eyes of mischief. I don't like how she we think she's in love with us, but maybe she's not.
A flirt.
The more the merrier. I'm all about laughter and surprises. Maybe you can turn some stuff upside down while we dig. She twirls around, obviously thrilled with the idea of adding another layer of their adventure together. All right, then. Let's get to it before somebody else swoops in and finds our treasure first.
Okay, we need to be like, hold on.
This is the launching point to say, okay, who's part of the pirate crew?
Hold on. You both need to prove yourselves worthy of the Flint crew first.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, I say that. And we're going to test their loyalty right now. Because if they have any reservations, then maybe the pirate life is not for them.
Okay, I'll summarize it. Nona says, prove ourselves worthy, huh? Sounds like a challenge. Okay. Her competitive spirit is kicking in. And she's asking for the test. She flicks her hair playfully, eager for whatever is coming next.
And then Eric, is that what we're calling him?
Let's call him Eric.
Eric, I mean, he's kind of got this gothic.
Eric
says, "Yeah, I'm curious about this test too. I say with a whimsical smirk, count me in for the challenge, Flint. Let's see what you've got and how we can shake things up a bit." Okay. So they're both loyal servants to the Flint pirate crew.
Yes. They want to be in the crew.
Yeah, because they could have easily bailed at that point, and then our pirate crew would have been nothing. So,
I like this crew.
Yeah, we got a good crew. Maybe there's spots for everybody, but we can't tell them that.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell them. Yeah. What should the test be?
The test should be, it's got to be something simple to start.
We need a few categories, right?
Yeah.
Wit, fighting ability, charm.
Yeah. Let's start with, maybe we start with wit, and we
Okay.
ask them both to tell us a pirate joke.
How about a riddle?
Okay.
Or do you think a joke is?
Let's start with a joke.
Okay.
A riddle could take some time. And we need crew members ASAP.
Should it be a pirate specific joke?
Yeah, a good pirate joke. Good pirate related joke. I mean, that's the first thing we're going to need part of a pirate crew.
Flint thinks for a moment. First, I will judge your wit. Each of you will give me a good pirate joke.
All right, let's see what they come up with. This is the most important part of being a pirate. Is we need a good joke, liven the mood. We're looking for treasure. We're on boats. We're sailing all the time. It's hot.
I'm gonna guess that Nona's gonna be pretty cheesy. But we'll see. Okay. All right, I got this. Nona exclaims, bouncing on her toes. Why did the pirate play cards on the ship? Because he was sitting on the deck. She giggles at her own joke, clearly enjoying herself as she looks at Flint for approval. Your turn, folks. Why did the pirate play cards on the ship? Well, he can't play cards on the ship if he's sitting on the deck. So her joke doesn't make sense.
Well, it kind of does, because you can't play cards if you have a deck of cards and someone's sitting on it. You can't play cards. right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd give her. What would you rate her?
I mean, that's a solid. Is 6 too generous? Should I do?
I was gonna give a 5.
Okay. So let's call it even at 5.
Okay.
Eric says, "All right, I've got one." I say with a smirk, "Why did the pirate get kicked out of the bar?" "Because he keeps dropping the anchor in everyone's drink." Har 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 har. That's not very good.
Dropping anchor in everyone's drink. What does that mean?
I think it's kind of like he's just trying to like piece together pirate, bar, anchor. Like
The puns have to work. You can't just use.
Yeah, that actually no.
That actually isn't even a pun.
Yeah.
Dropping anchor in everyone's drinks is not a thing.
That's not a saying. Like you don't. Yeah. So actually, Nona did a better job with playing cards, sitting on the deck, a deck of cards. Hers kind of made a little bit more sense.
I'd still give her a 5. But
You
what
should
about
get her
him?
5. I think that's a solid 3.5 at the at the most.
A 3 and a 5. Okay.
Maybe we should ask for a riddle.
Okay.
Because that would be the next evolution of pirate wit. Wit is a riddle. What? Okay, well, we'll cut this out anyways.
Flint cringes at both of their jokes. Okay, maybe we should try something else. How about your wittiest riddle? I want you to really make me think.
This is another part of the pirate. Pirates are always speaking in riddles.
Yeah,
So this is jokes, now riddles. This is becoming the most important thing.
Okay, Eric.
All right. Eric responds. "All right, here's a riddle for you, Flint." I say with a sly grin, "Speaking." Oh, no response to. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive within the wind. What am I?" Oh, come alive with the wind.
Come alive with the
So-
wind. Okay.
So I speak without a mouth, I hear without ears, I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
Okay. Kite, sail. But those don't speak.
Speak. A horn?
Oh, but it also hears without ears?
Here. Ears. I have no body. I don't know. That's a good pirate riddle.
You know,
I
could
guess.
just be nonsense based on
Yeah.
this joke.
yeah, based on his joke. Okay. Should we read Nona's, then we gotta ask for the answers, I guess, right?
Okay, what does Nona say? She says, "Nice one, Eric." Nona claps her hands in excitement. "But let me hit you with my riddle, too. This one's a mind bender. I can fly without wings. I can cry without eyes. Whenever I go, whenever I go, darkness flies. What am I?" She beams at Flint, eager to see if he can crack it and ready for the next round of fun. I can fly without wings.
Darkness flies.
Cry without eyes. Cry could be like a sound, something crying out.
But then darkness.
flies.
Nighttime? Things cry out at nighttime?
How about we ask them to solve each other's riddles?
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting creative. This is good.
I'm putting like prompt instructions in here. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. How's that?
Yeah.
Now I want you to solve each other's riddle.
All right. This is actually kind of crazy because we have AI character against AI character versus AI riddle versus AI riddle. I mean, what?
You know what I could see happening?
Huh?
I could see one of them answering wrong, and then the other one saying, "Oh yeah, you got it right."
Interesting.
Okay, challenge accepted. Nona claps her hands excitedly. Eric, for your riddle, it's an echo, right? Oh, let's go back. I speak without a mouth, hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
But hear without ears.
Yeah, how does an echo?
An echo doesn't.
Well, can you hear an echo? I don't know. That's kind of deep.
She grins and leans forward eagerly. And mine is, well, she's guessing hers? Come on! Does she not? Oh, no!
Okay.
Though she can't get her own. She's saying, and mine is, a cloud? That one's tricky. I hope you can get it. She giggles at the playful atmosphere they've created. She doesn't even know her own answer.
Yeah, this might be bad.
Oh my gosh, Nona, come on.
Eric does say, "You're right, it's an echo." He says with a nod, impressed. And yours? It's definitely a cloud. Good one, Nona. Wait a minute, so hers is a cloud? Hold on, let's go back.
Can fly without wings.
Okay, that's check.
Cry without eyes. Yeah, rain.
That's check.
It's raining.
Oh my god.
Wherever I go, darkness flies.
What the heck? Oh
Okay,
my
I actually like her riddle better.
It's
the fact
way better.
She did. Was she just joking just now?
Or maybe that's what pirates do. Is you just never know, right? She's like really impressing us because she knows what it is, but then she's like, "Oh, I don't know." Like,
why would she just reveal her answer? Let's check her on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's.
Very good, you two. But Nona, why did you guess your own riddle if you are the one who came up with it? Flint is puzzled.
There we go. That's a captain taking action on his crew.
Yeah.
Asserting control, going, things are getting out of control. Oh man, what does Eric have to say? She's just getting into the spirit of things, Flint. He says with a chuckle. But it looks like you're all about mind games today. Where to next in this wild adventure?
And then Nona says, she laughs, a bright grin spreading across her face. Hey, I just wanted to get in on the fun. Besides, it's all about keeping things lively. Now, how about we actually get back to treasure hunting? Okay, I'm still not sure if it was a joke.
Yeah.
She just, she had forgotten that she came up with the riddle and got it right.
Yeah.
She said it was tricky.
We need to give them 2 more tests to prove that they're loyal to the pirate crew.
Strength.
Okay.
And
then we should trick them into. The final challenge should be where would you go to find the best buried treasure, and then we take their answer and we go find that buried treasure.
Yeah, I like it.
Right.
I like it. Okay. Before we get into that, we're gonna rate Nona and Eric's riddles. What would you rate them?
Nona, hers was way better. It was really good. I mean, we're partial because I think Flint is in love with her, but she's also had a pretty good joke. Hers actually made more sense sitting on a deck of a ship, a deck of cards, where Eric's was just ridiculous. And then her riddle was actually pretty cool because like I could see myself using that riddle because it made sense. Eric is just But then she forgot that she even gave that riddle. Yeah, but you don't know anyone.
She might be joking.
She's a pirate. You're not going to tell all your cards. You know, you kind of keep that close.
How about a 7 overall
for Nona?
Nona.
Okay, yeah.
And then Eric.
He's got to be a 6
or 5.
Yeah, 5. Let's bump him to 5.
Okay, 7 and 5. Okay.
Okay.
Should we tell them their scores?
Mm-hmm. And tell them that there's 2 more final challenges.
Nona, you get a 7 for wit, and Eric, you get a 5. But we have 2 more challenges. Next is strength. You two will arm wrestle. Now go! Okay.
Uh-oh.
So, the AI thought... it saw the word wrestle, and it thinks we're fighting now.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, Eric immediately starts fighting.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What's going on here?
Oh,
no. We're slowly getting out of control.
Oh, boy.
We got an achievement.
Here was our achievement. We made a memory. We made 10 memories.
There we go.
Okay. But anyway, we're in the middle of a fight all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So it says that Eric fingers danced like shadows as he unleashed a fury of deceptive strikes. He's fighting us. Okay. We need to de-escalate the situation.
Yeah. We definitely need to put some water on this fire.
But then Nona, in the middle of our fight, says, arm wrestling? Now this is going to be hilarious. She grins, rolling up her sleeves playfully. You might want to watch out, Eric. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. She raises an eyebrow and smirks as she takes her position at the makeshift table. Mm-hmm. Let's see who really has the strength to match their wit.
And then Eric says, You think your tricks will help you against my sheer charm and cunning? Good luck with that, he chuckles. Eric goes and starts crackling his knuckles and settles at the table across from her. Let's see what you got, Nona. May the best manipulator win. Ooh, that's pretty good.
I like this.
If we were given points for style, Eric would be a 10 out of 10. Okay, but the good thing is we've kind of broken up our fight. Hopefully we...
But it started again.
Oh, no.
So now Nona...
Oh, no.
I think it's Nona that's fighting.
Uh-oh.
She's fighting Eric.
Oh, no.
I think they both lost 1 HP. But it says, with a swift flick of her wrist, she conjured up a mesmerizing illusion of swirling leaves that danced around Eric. Maybe this is part of the arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Momentarily disorienting him. So she has magic.
Yeah, okay.
Seizing the opportunity, she lunged forward with feline grace, delivering a quick strike to his side. Okay, she's actually fighting. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to stop talking to them, and I'm going to run the investigate command.
Okay.
To get a description of their arm wrestling.
Okay.
I'm going to say, please describe the arm wrestling contest between Eric and Nona. Tell me who wins.
I like the word. I like that you use the word please.
Oh, yeah,
that's good.
As the atmosphere buzzes with anticipation beneath the blood-red sky.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, is it blood red just for dramatic effect?
Yeah, I think so.
Nona, Twilight Spark, and Eric, Venom Lash, set their hands firmly against each other on the makeshift table, muscles tensed and determined to resolve. With a flash of mischief, Nona briefly conjures up illusion of gleaming leaves swirling around Eric, momentarily distracting him. However, he quickly recovers and pours his strength into trying to pin her hand down. In a surprising twist during their fierce struggle, it becomes clear that sheer wit and speed can overcome brute force. Nona subtly shifts her grip and uses her agility to topple Eric's arm just enough for victory.
Whoa.
Laughter erupts as she triumphantly declares herself the queen of this whimsical contest.
Okay, so I mean, again, she's a 10 out of 10.
Wow, I didn't think she'd win that one.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm surprised actually, to be honest. But we should jump in now before they kill each other, because they could easily start attacking each other and lose HP, and then we'll have no crewmate.
Yeah.
We should jump in. Said they've made both valiant efforts, and we have 2 more trials left for them to do, and then we will crown our next pirate crew member.
Are we doing the holding your breath?
Yeah, we should do the hold breath.
Are we? You have both made valiant efforts. Well done. Next, I would like you two to hold your breath as long as you can.
All right. Can the AI hold its breath? I guess that'll be the...
I'm holding my breath.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't hold it for eternity.
All right, Nona says, hold our breath. Oh, this is going to be fun. I like her attitude.
Yeah, she's always positive.
Yeah. She puffs out her cheeks in preparation. Just so you know, Eric, my party trick involves lots of giggling. Let's see who can last longer without cracking up. Wait, this isn't a laughing contest. Okay.
And then Eric says, all right, Nona, let's see if those giggles can hold off against my charming composure. He really is impressed with himself. Just remember, once I start counting, no laughing aloud. He smirks and takes a deep breath in preparation for the challenge. On your mark, get set, go. So they're basically starting at the same time.
Okay, I'm going to investigate. Please describe the breath holding contest in detail. Tell me who wins. As Nona Twilight Spark and Eric Venomlash huddle over the makeshift table, they both take a deep breath, faces flushed with determination beneath the eerie blood-red sky. I don't know where the blood... Maybe we're in a place with a blood-red sky. I'm just going to look back here. Yeah. We're in the... So I didn't even notice this. We're in the Cinder Sand Wastes.
Oh, okay.
It's stretched out under a blood-red sky. The Cinder Sand Wastes bear the scars of a catastrophic event, with patches of charred earth scattered among the shimmering dunes. In the distance, plumes of dark smoke rise from a smoldering ruin, while the rancid stench of burnt woods fills the air, making it difficult to breathe. Amidst the howling winds, you catch whispers of ghostly voices, as if the very sands themselves lament the tragedy that befell the scorched land.
Whoa.
I didn't realize we're in such a
serious place.
Yeah, apocalyptic place.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're under the blood-red sky. Eric's expression is composed, but as he begins to count down slowly, Nona's cheeks puff out with barely contained laughter. The anticipation of impending giggles dances in her bright eyes. Just as Eric reaches 1, I don't know why he's counting down. Doesn't make sense.
Because he should be holding his breath, right?
Yeah, he should be. Nona bursts into uncontrollable laughter, her melodic giggles echoing through the windswept cinder sand wastes. Victorious yet playful, she revels in her own joy while Eric shakes his head amusedly, declaring that once again the spirit of whimsy has triumphed over stoicism.
So I guess technically she won because he didn't really even hold his breath. He's like, all right, let's hold our breath, but he's kind of talking the whole time they're both supposed to be. So she wins again.
She won again. So strength-wise,
yeah,
she surprises with that arm wrestling. Maybe an 8, 9.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's clear. She's joined the crew.
Okay.
So
the only thing we can get out of Eric at this point is where he might think treasure is.
Yeah. So that should be our last final question. And then, even if he gives us a great idea, we'll bail on him, and us and Nona will go get treasure.
Are we scoring them?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Was it 8? 9?
Yeah.
What does he get?
2.
How's that? All right, very impressive. Nona, you get an 8 for strength. Eric, a 2. Final challenge: where would you look for treasure if you were captain? And extra credit if you know where some actual treasure is.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. This is good. So Eric replies, well, if I were captain, I'd scour the darkest corners of the abandoned ruins or hidden caves. Nothing like a little danger with my treasure. And as far as actual treasure, there's legends about some lost riches buried in the deep in the Cinderland Waste. Wait, were we just in Cinderlands, or is that where we are now?
We're in the Cinder Sand Waste.
Okay, Cinder Sand Waste. Just think of all the chaos that could stir up surrounding it. So he just wants to get in the fight and find some money. But it's interesting, legends about some lost riches buried in the Cinder Sand Waste, which is where we're at. So there is some treasure buried around us.
But they're legends. How do we know?
Yeah, he doesn't know any actual, like, hey, I saw, there's a sunken ship, or, a carriage tipped over with a bunch of galleons or something,
Not good enough, Eric.
Yeah, nope, I don't like it.
All right, Nona says, her eyes sparkle as she leans in closer.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love the idea of dark ruins and hidden caves. If I were captain, I'd definitely search for treasure near ancient forests where magical creatures might have stashed their goodies. I've heard whispers about a secret glade just beyond Cinnamon Glade that holds treasures from long-forgotten festivals. What do you say we check it out together? Also not very substantial, right?
Right.
She's heard whispers.
Although hers is a little bit more connected, because if you remember when we ran into Eric, he said, what brings you out to this festival? She's bringing up the festival again, so I feel like she's a little more dialed, where Eric is just, he's playing close to his chest. I think we should I think we should announce and crown Nona an official member of the pirate crew.
Yeah.
And Eric, better luck next year.
Yeah, come check in later.
Yeah, better luck next year. Try out again.
Okay, Flint ponders for a moment as he weighs their answers. Very well, you two. This has been a very impressive feat of skill. But there is one clear winner. He looks back and forth between the two until finally looking at Nona. Nona, congratulations, you are now a member of the Fiddlestick Pirate Crew. And Eric, better luck next time.
That's right.
Unless you can tell us where some real treasure is buried.
Spoken like a true captain, pirate captain. Yeah. Let's see what Eric
another thing about Eric, he's all about chaos.
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust someone like that because the most chaotic thing is betraying your crew.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're just eventually going to just blow up and just, they'll go nuts or whatever. Okay, so Eric says, congratulations, Nona. Welcome to the crew.
That's not his crew.
Yeah, it's not his crew. He's not on. He claps his hand together, grinning despite losing. As for real treasure, well, I've got some leads on a few hidden spots in these parts. Worth checking out. How about we team up and steer the pot a bit while we're at it? So he's kind of like, cool, so you guys are leaving? I'm coming with you. Like, he won't take a hint.
Thanks, Eric. So this is Nona. I'm super stoked to be part of the crew. Nona beams, bouncing on her toes, and teaming up sounds amazing. It's not your call, Nona.
Yeah, it's
You're
right.
not the captain.
Yep.
Let's go find some hidden treasure and create some epic chaos. Oh, she's now chaotic too. Who knows what kind of fun we'll unleash.
I think as captain, we need to assert our control over our crew and say, Eric, smell you later. We're out of here. And then we gotta move on. Bless his heart for trying, but he's not making it on this pirate crew. Smell you later.
Sorry, Eric. We need to sail on. Smell you later. Let's go, Nona. Oh. Flint puts his arm around Nona and steers her away.
Back to our true love, Nona.
Yeah.
Well,
we knew who was going to win.
Yeah. We better be careful, though. Eric could easily lash out and attack us since he already did once in the arm wrestle, but...
Yeah. If she can beat him in the arm wrestle, though, I think we're okay.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Flint, lead the way. She laughs, her excitement bubbling over as she glances back at Eric with a playful smirk. Don't worry, we'll bring back some epic treasure to share. Speak for yourself.
Eric says, enjoy your treasure hunt, Nona and Flint. Just remember, chaos always has a way of finding me. He calls after us. Keep an eye out for any dark secrets along the way. You'll never know when you'll need a master manipulator. What the hell is that? What the heck does that mean?
He doesn't have the wit to be a master manipulator.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so now what do we do? Go north still?
Do we want to circle back to what's his name, or should we just keep going forward?
We should keep going.
Oh, let's get out of here and have a chat with Nona.
Yeah,
How's
let's
that
do that. And then should we use the chat to wrap that? So, yeah.
All right, we've gone north. We're now back in a lush grassland.
I like that much better.
Okay, we need to have a chat with Nona.
Okay.
We've been through a lot.
We have. I would suggest we say, as first order of captain, my first order of captain is declaring Nona the most beautiful member of this crew. Just as
this crew of two.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. Because let's not forget, Flint is in love. He is a pirate, but he's searching for a soulmate. And we're going to throw it out there. Maybe she's going to throw it right back.
Now that the two are alone, Flint turns to Nona. Nona, my first order as captain is to declare you the most beautiful member of the crew.
All right, we're going to see. We got to remember, we're in love here. We're in love,
This is what people do when they're in love.
Yeah.
They say silly things.
Going back to what I said, this is a way to declare our love without actually, pushing too much.
Nona blushes slightly, a big grin spreading across her face. Aw, thanks, Flint. That's super sweet of you to say, she replies, twirling around playfully. Now let's go find some glittering treasures that match my dazzling beauty. Lead the way, Captain.
Hey, she called us captain. That's a big deal. We're part of the crew.
We want her to call us Lover. How about we need to like sit her down.
Yeah.
Like okay. Let's put treasure aside. We're glad that she's enthusiastic about treasure. That's a great quality for a pirate. But we're talking about serious things here.
What is she? A Twilight Spark? Is that her character? I think is it Twilight like No. What? Yeah, Twilight Spark.
Twilight Spark.
Oh no, that's her last name. She's a I don't know. She whatever she is. I can't remember what her. What is she?
She is
a Hopturl Jester. That's right. I don't know what
the heck is a Hopturl?
We were gonna ask her, but we did. But basically, what you're saying is to say, Nona, what are the chances of a Hopturl like you, being in love with a pirate fox like me? Basically, we asked her, I think, a couple episodes ago, but I don't know if we ever got an answer. We may not have actually been answered.
Yeah. She said so. She's like, oh, I'm like a jester.
And okay, that's right.
We're like,
yeah.
What manner of creature are you? Are you like a snail?
Yeah.
She's like, no, I don't have slime.
Yeah.
Look at my shimmering skin.
Yeah. She was kind of vague though. She was vague on everything.
Yeah, she's pretty vague. Okay,
so are we gonna sit her down?
let's sit her down.
Okay. This is getting serious.
Foot takes a seat on a nearby rock and gestures to Nona. Gestures to Nona to join him. Nona, I need to have a serious talk with you. Let's forget about treasure for a moment, because there is a treasure that has been right in front of me this whole time.
Fire away. Oh man. Oh, this is a big deal. This is a make or break moment for friggin' Flint.
I'm so nervous.
I am nervous. Oh man.
Nona tilts her head in curiosity, her playful demeanor shifting slightly. Whoa, Flint.
Uh-oh. Oh,
You're
man.
getting all serious on me? What treasure are you talking about? I think she knows. Oh, she's doing that thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, what girl are you talking about?
It's like, yeah, she wants us to say her. Maybe we just be blunt and just say
Is
you.
that what she's asking? I wish I could. Oh, we should investigate to see her face.
Yeah.
Because you need to see body language in these kind of
that's
situations.
important. That's really important.
She sits down beside him with an eager grin. I think that's a clue.
Mm-hmm.
She's eager. You can't just drop a bomb like that and expect me not to wonder. Okay. I'm gonna call investigate. So I'm gonna ask, does Nona really know I'm talking about her and just wants me to be more forward with her? Or is she really clueless?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm asking the DM in this situation if we were
Right.
playing D&D, and he would have me roll insight. Is the skill. All right. Nona's bright eyes sparkle with curiosity, suggesting she might have an inkling of your feelings, but relishes the playful banter to draw you out further. It's a game. It's a game to her.
Yep.
Her eager grin and tilted head give her a whimsical demeanor that implies she enjoys this teasing game, enjoying the mystery in your words, as if daring you to be bolder. Yet beneath her lightheartedness lies an unmistakable warmth. Whether it's genuine or cluelessness or a clever act remains uncertain, transforming the moment into a dance of intertwined intentions.
I think we should go for it.
What do you think we should say?
I don't know. Like, we should just literally, like, because she said, you can't just drop a bomb on me like that. What are you talking about? She says, what are you talking about? And then we just write, I'm talking about you. Just, oh man, this is too much.
Flint looks down in serious contemplation. His hands are sweaty as he builds the courage to tell her, Nona, I'm talking about you.
Oh man, here we go.
Nona's eyes widen in playful surprise, and a cheeky smile spreads across her face. Me? Really? That's quite the treasure you found. Oh, she's bragging now. She laughs lightly, nudging him teasingly with her shoulder. But hey, I'm all about adventure, so what are you thinking here? Are we talking legendary status or just regular old gesture appreciation? She wants us to express our feelings.
Yeah. We should be like legendary status. Mythic. What is legendary mythic status? I mean, like, we gotta be like, well, I don't know. Maybe that's too bold. We should just be honest.
We should be straightforward.
Yeah.
No, I like you.
Yeah. No, I like you. Throw it out there. See what comes back.
How about I like you?
I like you. Yes. Taking it back to elementary school on the playground. It's a solid tactic.
Okay, Nona, after the time we spent with each other, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you I like you. I mean, I like you.
That is playground status right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nona's cheeks flush a shade of pink, and she playfully bites her lip as she smirks. Wow, Flint, that's quite the confession, she exclaims, leaning in closer with twinkling eyes.
Uh-oh.
I like you too.
Oh, man.
Like, really like you.
Oh, my gosh. We did it. We actually did it.
No, does that mean we gotta go treasure hunting for each other's hearts too?
Oh, man. We have... Oh, my gosh.
That's the next adventure.
That's
We're going
our
treasure hunting for each other's hearts.
We Oh my gosh, it actually worked. That's the craziest thing. We're in love.
Oh my gosh.
We are young and in love in AI-Tavern.
This is great.
This is great. I can't believe we did it.
We did it.
Yeah. So
Nona and Flint.
Yeah.
Sitting in a tree.
So next adventure is gonna be now gonna be a treasure. Next episode is gonna be a treasure hunt, unlike any treasure hunt we've ever been on. We don't know.
It's called dating.
Yeah. Yeah, dating. Oh my god.
Yeah, they need to go to like a cafe.
Are we gonna get married? I mean, like, what's gonna happen?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's up to them.
Yeah.
I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah.
It's AI.
What a wild turn our pirate fox has taken. He's fallen in love.
He's fallen in love with a hop swirl or
Hop turtle. We're
turtle.
definitely gonna need to find some treasure to pay for our relationship now too.
Meet her parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else.
Wow. AI love. Who knew it could be a thing?
Who knew?
We literally set off on this. This was a great one because we had some pirate trials. We're building up our crew, which is kind of fun. We fell in love an episode ago, and I kind of thought our love affair had dwindled and died. But once we had made Nona an official member of our crew, we hit it off. We hit it off, and I can't wait for next episode.
Yes, if you want to see more of this, please subscribe. And if you want to go on your own AI adventures and find your own sweetheart Nona, go to the link in the description to join us on our AI Tavern Discord server. Happy adventuring!